Hello and welcome to the Logan Food Trails video series, showing you where to find some of Logan's best eats and experiences hiding right in our own backyard. Head to seqfoodtrails.com.au and follow my journey as I take my taste buds on a ride to remember. On this episode of the Logan Food Trails, we go hunting for a great coffee, stop in and get some lessons on making Hollywood quality cakes, and visit Logan's very own Willy Wonka's. But first, there's no better way to start any journey than with a great cup of coffee. Located amongst the industrial estate at 3375 Pacific Highway, Slacks Creek, Extraction Artisan Coffee is an oasis away from the hustle and bustle of the nearby city. Owners Alex and Heather have created a real coffee lover's paradise by merging their love of coffee with top-notch food. I caught up with Alex to discuss his little piece of coffee heaven and the Logan food scene in general. We're here with Alex from Extraction Artisan Coffee. How are you, Alex?
Good, mate. Nice to be here, Joel.
Now, you guys are relatively new in the Logan food scene and yet have had sort of a meteoric rise as you yourself have ingratiated yourself into the community as well.
Well, it's a nice way of putting it, but I think it comes down to, we've been here about 4.5 years. In April, it'll be 5. But it's been the work of like a big team of people to get us here. So I'd love to take all the credit, but I can't.
The artwork on your walls is really special and unique and sets you guys apart. Can you talk a little bit about the artists and how it came to be what it is?
Yeah, well, because my partner Heather and I come from sort of a theatre background, we have a great appreciation of the arts. And we have a lot of very artistic friends, so there was an opportunity to actually combine what we do with what they do.
This is the big question. What makes a great cup of coffee?
People. Seriously, you can have the best product in the world, and if your staff don't care or relate to it the way you do, you're never going to achieve that goal. But finding the right staff who actually care about the product we produce, about what the customer experience is going to be. And that's not just our coffee, it's our food. You know, we keep it pretty simple, but we actually try and buy as much produce as locally as we can so that we have a direct impact on community and lives and jobs within that community. Then when we look at our coffee, we're looking at where does that coffee come from? How does us buying it benefit the community where it's originally grown? So there's got to be this correlation between everybody gets a bite of the pie. And that attitude is, I think, transient through the whole business.
The Logan food scene, as I'm sure you see it, is exploding in an amazing way.
Yeah.
How do you see it from someone who's actually inside that scene?
Well, you know, part of the reason we did this was we wanted to be part of that journey because so many people in Logan were travelling outside of Logan, whether it was Brisbane or the Gold Coast, to have an experience. We thought, why don't we have it here? Fortunately, in the last 5-6 years, a lot of businesses have opened up that feel the same way. There's Hop Space on the other side of the highway, St Coco's. Christopher's has been there for years and it's like a real staple in the area. He sort of is part of the original food scene in Logan and still very relevant. And I think where we go from here is the more people discover that there's great opportunities to sample amazing product in your own city, the bigger these businesses are going to become and the more stable they'll be. And hopefully the more people start opening up new businesses.
So if you're looking for a great place for breakfast, lunch, 7 days a week, Extraction Coffee right here in Slacks Creek, there's no better place to be.
Thanks, mate. I agree 100%.
Fantastic coffee and a decent bloke as well. Ever wanted to know who is behind the amazing food you see your favourite stars devouring in Hollywood movies? I went to Contemporary Cakes in Daisy Hill to catch up with Jackie Thompson, who not only teaches the art of baking, but is also responsible for some of Hollywood's sweetest creations. Jackie has been running cake classes for 10 years, where you can come and learn everything from making the perfect mud cake to decorating your masterpiece. I couldn't wait to get in and start cooking. So I'm here with Jackie from Contemporary Cakes and Baking School. I've been lucky enough to break in on one of her cake making classes. Now Jackie, on top of providing great cakes for events and so on, you also run classes here in the city?
Yeah, we do, and we do only 4 in a class, and we do baking classes, decorating, cooking. We make mud cakes, macarons, cupcakes, all sorts.
All the good things.
Yes.
Fantastic. So what are we going to do? Let's get stuck in.
So today I'm going to show you how to make beautiful, delicious vanilla buttercream that you've never tasted so good before. I know that's a high, you know. So there's a couple of key ingredients that I use when I make buttercream. Now the first important thing is butter. So most of our butter,
with cream.
most of our butter that we buy is kind of really bright yellow in colour. So my first tip that I actually do is I bring my butter to room temperature and I actually whip it to make it become whiter.
All right, Jackie, so we've got the makings of macarons,
Macarons.
along with the buttercream that I spent hours making earlier.
Oh, you whipped it up well.
Let's make something happen. I'm excited, this looks great. I'm sure the girls are getting hungry. So I'm ready to jump the table at this point.
Okay, so with our lemon butter, basically this is a combination of our egg yolks, caster sugar, lemon and lemon zest, and a little bit of water. And you can either do it in a bain-marie, which is in a saucepan with some water and a glass bowl on top, or we can just do the microwave method. And then the next thing is piping tips or piping tubes. It depends on where you've been brought up. The Americans tend to call them piping tubes. In Australia, we call them piping tips. You can get ones that just simply drop into the bags. And then we've also got this, what is called a coupling system. And it's brilliant because you can interchange the piping tip. So if you didn't want a plain tip, you could put a little rosette tip, and then you don't have to keep emptying your bag to change it. Now often we want to just aim the bag, so it's almost like using your 2 fingers just to hold it. And when we pipe, we want to get comfortable, we want to be able to breathe, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down, and I'm not going to go in an upright angle, I'm just going to come slightly to the centre, and I'm just going to squeeze, 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 and I'm going to stop, okay? So Joel, are we going to tap into these cupcakes now?
Look, I might just go for the macaron because I really want one of those, but it's been an absolute pleasure, Jackie. I am very excited.
Can I just say something? Can I get you just to smell this? You've got to eat this now.
Jackie, thank you so much for having us today and teaching me some things I never thought we'd learn. It's been an amazing experience, and hopefully more people can come and
You've got a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit on your nose.
Poppy's Chocolates has been a Logan institution for 15 years. The brainchild of self-confessed chocoholic Linda Poppy Petter, Logan's own chocolate factory has been providing top quality chocolate to premier hotels, airlines and boutique sweet stores all over the country. They also have a retail store right here in the factory on Spans Road in Beenleigh, and you don't even need a golden ticket to see how the magic is made with their viewing room open to the public. I'm here with Annalise at Poppy's Chocolates in Beenleigh, where you make some of the best chocolates in Australia, right here in Logan.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, what makes Poppy's chocolate different from the chocolate you buy at the grocery store?
So the chocolate you make here is actually all on site, and we're a small local business as well, which is great. All of our chocolate is actually handmade and made with love, which our brand is actually made of love, so it's quite important.
You do cater to a whole range of needs here, from dark chocolate, light chocolate, milk chocolate, and even vegan chocolate, which is something a bit different.
It is, yeah. So we've got 2 different types of vegan chocolate. So you've got your dark 70%, and then you've also got the new milk vegan chocolate, which is made of rice milk, so obviously no milk.
Fantastic, and that's all to support a local business right here in Logan. I'm pretty excited to see how this is all made. So I'm gonna put my chef's hat on, and we're gonna go out the back and see how to make chocolate like a real life Willy Wonka.
Sweet, let's go.
we've just seen how these beautiful chocolates are made. We've got head chocolatier Mina now with us. We're gonna get lucky enough to have a bit of a taste. Run us through what's on this beautiful looking board here, Mina.
Okay, some of them are we recently launched it, and they are like selling like a very popular.
Fantastic.
And then which is like this one is the existing one with the Turkish delight, but our customer wants with the milk chocolate. So would you like to try that one?
I think I can handle it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, and the another one is you're gonna surprise with the lychee. It's a freeze-dried lychee, and I have freeze-dried strawberry as well with the caramel chocolate. They are like selling like a hot
This
cake,
is
isn't it?
the thing to go for. So freeze-dried lychee
Yeah.
with milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. You can get a kind of crunchy texture to it. Yeah, it's a divine, isn't it?
It's like a fruity Malteser.
Yeah, yeah.
So all these things are available right here at Poppy's Chocolate in Beenleigh on the website, but you have to come down and you've got a viewing room where people can watch all this stuff get made.
Yeah, always.
See you working way too hard. It's a not to be missed opportunity right here in Logan to see some of the best chocolate in Australia being made in front of your eyes. Come on down. What a huge day. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, but this is only the beginning of my SEQ Food Trails journey. Don't forget, you can copy today's food trail or pick one for yourself over at seqfoodtrails.com.au. Get out there and start exploring.